microscopes, before you enter the laboratory, make sure to prepare and wear the necessary protective equipment.
Those are face mask, lab gown, surgical hairnet, and don't forget to wear your safety goggles.
This equipment should be worn inside the laboratory to protect us from chemicals and other hazards.
Ops. Before you touch the apparatus, one of the most important things to wear is surgical gloves.
And what are those apparatus?
First of all, we have two beakers. One beaker is 250 ml and the other is 600 ml. They are used as containers and for catching liquids and filtering operations.
Second is a graduated cylinder. It is used to transfer liquids with a moderate degree of accuracy.
Next are droppers. The droppers are used for adding liquids drops by drop.
Lastly, we have few materials that we will use. We have lactobacilli or Yakult, dip sauce or sausawan ng bayan or the vinegar, dirt, and mucus or saliva.
Now, let's discuss the significance of accuracy in our scientific measurements.
One of essential tool for accurate measurements is the graduated cylinder. It's crucial to fill the graduated cylinders with water and note the meniscus to determine the precise volume. We fill this with 83 ml meniscus.
Then, from the second beaker, we will add water to the cylinder until it reaches 90. After that, from the first beaker, add 2 drops to cylinder for it to reach 95 cm. Now, let's take a moment to understand the meniscus. The meniscus is the curved surface of a liquid in a container, like a graduated cylinder, caused by the adhesive and cohesive forces of the liquid and the container. When reading the meniscus, it's essential to take the measurement from the bottom of the curve of the eye level to ensure accurate volume readings. Understanding this concept is crucial for precise measurement in scientific experiments.
Pay close attention to any discrepancies in the measurement and discuss the factors that could have influenced them, such as parallax error or improper handling of the equipment. Let's mainly focus on how to use microscopes in scientific research and the components itself.
Here is an example of a microscope testing with 4 specimens we have. At first, we must learn how to properly handle and operate a microscope.
This picture shows the parts of a microscope. So, we have magnifying parts, illuminating parts, and mechanical parts.
In magnifying parts, we have eyepiece and objective lens. The objective lens is the one closest to the object you're looking at and is usually the largest, as seen in the microscope where it is the smallest. The eyepiece is the one closest to your eye and is typically smaller. Other than that, there is no fundamental difference.
Next here, in illuminating parts. So we have a diaphragm here. It controls the amount of light passing through the slide. Next, we have a light source or an illuminator. Most light microscopes use a low voltage bulb that supplies light through the stage and into the specimen. Next is, we have a mechanical parts. Arm enables the user to hold the microscope. Nose piece. Rotating part that holds the objective lens. Stage. A large flat area that has a hole to allow light from illuminator to pass through. Course adjustment knob. Must either the stage or the upper part of the microscope to allow the user to focus. Pan adjustment knob to fine-tune the focus. Lastly, we have a base. It has a flat bottom that holds the microscope perpendicular to the ground.
Always grip the microscope by the arm on the right side and place your hand beneath its base. This is crucial to prevent equipment damage and laboratory accidents such as breaking slides.
This is the most secure way to hold and walk with the microscope. Avoid touching the lenses of the microscope because the oil and the dirt on your fingers can scratch the glass.
Going back from the examples we've given, as you can see, we have 4 example specimens we're testing under a microscope. As we observe the microscope, it is very important to know what the sources are and how to handle the microscope properly to avoid unnecessary things. Also, witness and check properly the specimen in its smallest part.
What if there was no microscope invented? What will happen in the future, or how some molecules can be identified?
It is valuable in contemporary times that it can be utilized for diagnosing diseases, researching new materials, and even analyzing historical fossils.
Therefore, we need to learn how to use it properly.
Nowadays, many things are changing and sometimes the reasons are not explained. There are sudden emerging diseases that we don't know about. There are studies that help us understand, see, and be broad in small things. With the help of the microscope, things have not become limited to research with the help of the sciences.
Before we end this vlog, we just want to say that we appreciate the inventor Zacharias Jansen.
Yes, also it is useful nowadays. It is very timely.
I just want to say that I am blessed with this kind of things.
We are hoping that all of you guys who are watching and have some learnings and realizations you receive.
And that is all for this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice learning day.